One, two, three. What a welcome everybody to Mom and Dad Talks, where our favorite two people are Mom and Dad. And Mom and Dad, how y'all doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine.
Blessed and highly favored.
Yep.
As you know, everybody's talking about this, especially in our community, about the Montgomery Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've seen the video, I'm just going to give a brief blow by blow if you haven't seen it. There was an incident on the docks in Montgomery where there was, supposed to be for commercial vehicles, and a group of people decided to have a pontoon boat that just so happens to be white. And the gentleman that was the in charge, in fact, they say he was the captain of one of the vessels there. He was trying to get them to move, and I guess they felt like Rosa Parks. They didn't want to move, so he got a little frustrated, and I guess there was some words exchanged, and the man threw his hat up in the air like, whatever happens, I quit my job or whatever. And all of a sudden the fight ensues, and everything was okay as long as the two were fighting. But when the brother started to win a little bit, then another white guy came from out of nowhere and tackled the brother, and then all of a sudden a mob of white guys started beating on the brother. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, black folk just came out and went to rescue this black man. And dudes were swimming there. It was all beanies all out there and stuff like that. And unfortunately, someone got hit with a chair.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, they call it the Montgomery Brawl, 05-2023. So, with that being said, it's not funny. But when you look at it, it's I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, wow.
It's sorry. It's very
What are your thoughts on it, Mom and Dad? The Montgomery Brawl.
If people would only use reason, count to 10 before they do something silly like that. Now here you face the possibility of assault and battery, going to jail, paying a high fine, and causing serious injury to somebody that's defending themselves. It's just like an old-fashioned bar fight. That's what it was. Stop and think. Stop and think and analyze the consequence. Just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn back and walk away from it. And as I understand, alcohol was involved too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand. Alcohol
was drinking. Yeah. So that's a case where when people drink alcohol, they go crazy. There's only two types of drunks. There's a happy drunk and a fighting drunk.
And if you have to be a fighting drunk, your best bet is to stay wherever you're at and let everybody else go and restrain yourself. Or people should restrain you, because it could have been avoided. First of all, you're in the wrong for parking in a commercial spot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you didn't realize it, but someone there who's driving the boat should have been sober. Mom, what are your thoughts on it?
My thought is that anytime you're going to drink something that's not going to keep you sober, you're looking for something to happen that's not going to be very nice, and you're going to be getting in trouble. What's the good word say? Wine.
Oh, it's a mocker. Yeah.
Yeah. Strong drink is raging.
Raging, yeah.
And when people indulge in that kind of I say soda, no.
Behavior. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they were inebriated. You know what I'm saying? It was horrible. And but by the way,
you have no control. You really cannot control your anything when you're trying to drink something stronger than water. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, and I'll say this: when someone's attacking you, yes, you have the right to defend yourself, other than just stand there and take the punishment.
Exactly. And for D.L. Hughley, we're going to have Hantie speak up there. Hey, Hantie. Hantie talked about the Montgomery Brawl. I mean, D.L. Hughley showed a thing where I guess one of the people who was beaten up, he didn't think the 65-year-old man could fight, and he had a broken nose and two shiners underneath his eyes and stuff. He's like, he underestimated the guy. And, why do we have to, I don't know what to say. Hantie, what do you think about the Montgomery Brawl down in Montgomery?
Very entertaining.
I don't know it by that name.
The fight down in Montgomery, they call it that's the moniker that they're calling it. Some people have other monikers. They call it, Freedom for 8/5/2023. There's a lot of memes out there and stuff like that. I mean, Hantie's like saying, "What in the world are you talking about?" So we're talking about the fight, the video that was displayed in Montgomery when the man was at the boat and threw his hat up in the air.
He was. I thought he was throwing his hat, letting them know, come on, we can fight. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, there was more saying to it than just doing it.
Yeah.
He was letting them know, hey, I'm ready for y'all.
You know what? I may be old, but somebody's gonna go down with this. He said, forget the job.
Yes, right.
The hat was up in the air.
Now, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Okay,
bring it on. Exactly.
This is not 1823 nor 1863 nor 1963. This is 2023. New day here.
That's right. And he was 65 years old. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
He was 65?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they were saying there.
I didn't realize that.
And
I thought it was very noble of all the people that jumped in to help him.
Mm-hmm.
That letting the as they say on Law and Order, letting the perp know that y'all are out of line.
Yeah.
This man is doing his job.
Yeah.
And when it's right, I'm gonna help.
And these people were thugs, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they are, unfortunately, because that was a thug act. The dude was doing his job. You parked illegally. All you do is say, my bad, move, no incident. That's all it would have been. But
that's right.
There was a little bit more, and they're doing more investigations on it. And like I said, it was just unnecessary. At the end of the day, this was unnecessary. Yes, Hantie.
But what the first thing one of the first things I thought of, and I saw that video right after I had worship, my own personal worship, and I was like, did this really happen? I mean, what are we praying for? What are we asking? We don't know what's going on in other parts of the country. But I also thought that the guys that parked their boat illegally thought their boat was the very best thing since sliced bread.
Pontoon boat, mind you.
Yeah, pontoon. Yeah, that can't. I'm gonna park it here. I don't care what's going on, and I can, and we can take whoever is gonna.
Come on,
you ain't gonna make me move. Like I said, they try to do a road.
Right.
You ain't gonna move us. And the guy's like, you gotta move because it's illegal parking. And like I said, you see all this stuff now you got black folk throwing hats up in the air, expecting their friends to come and save them when something comes up.
Well,
somebody has to take the high road.
Yeah. So you see reenactments of it. It's a lot of stuff. It's even though it's a sad situation that probably could have been avoided very easily. That sometimes when you're in the wrong, just say, "Hey, my bad." That's all you have to say. Just admit it.
Right.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? I'll move my pontoon.
That's right.
This is not. Yeah, wrong.
I was out of line.
Yeah, and I mean. Or give me 5 minutes, I mean, there's other ways of working. No, excuse me, sorry, what I'm saying? You could, come back later, park down, whatever. But I think
in this day and time, everybody wants to be challenged in their own right. I'm right, you're not right. But then somebody's got there's a right and a wrong to everything. So that's the problem that I see, that nobody wants to agree that the other person is in error.
Have you met anybody who said that the guys were right?
No one that I know has said that those guys were right. I mean,
that they had every right to park their pontoon there.
Yeah, you know.
And what's the big deal? You know,
abide by the rules.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. You can't park here. Okay, I'll move on.
Mm-hmm. And usually the people get an attitude, and it didn't look like the guy had an attitude. He was just like, you can't park here. We're trying to get things here. There's traffic there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. And I won't, But any parting thoughts before we stop Mom and Dad Talks today? Great conversation.
Well, when you're in those situations, just stop and count to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Just count to 10.
And if
20 if you feel like fighting.
And if you have to count to 100, then do that.
Yeah. And really look at it. Was it all worth it? The guy probably got black eye, broken nose.
Yeah, broken nose. Now you got a fine on top of it. Not everybody's like saying stuff about you and stuff. I mean, is it really worth that?
Bottom line is, everybody needs to obey the rules, and there is a rule to every game.
Mm-hmm. Right. And even if you're in the right, hey, take the high road, step back. Okay, my bad. Go ahead, park here.
How about the guy jumping in the water, swimming across the whatever it was? I don't know, channel or whatever.
Like this is 2023. Black people can swim. They do swam in the river and jump on the dock to fight.
I was just applauding that because I'm thankful it wasn't me because I can't swim.
I think what everybody resonates with is the fact that here's a person doing their job, gets attacked by a bunch of people, and then people come to his rescue as a citizen of the United States. Mm-hmm. And too many times we see that people just watch a bad thing happen and then hope the authorities come and save and not intervene to try to stop it. It could have been worse. This man could have been killed if everybody just watched. But instead, they didn't watch. They took action, said, let's protect this person because he was in the right. And let's put these guys in their place while the authorities come. Mm-hmm. So, as we get ready to close, Mom, you want to say something? As we get ready to close here, folks, when you're inebriated, when you're drinking, and you have certain behaviors, try to have people to keep you in check for keeping you from doing something bad that causes something bad, because it could have been de-escalated if hey, come step back. This is not for you. And a lot of times you can avoid those things if you have accountable people looking out for you when the situation that you do is unaccountable. Okay. So with that in mind, till next time, we'll see you on Mom and Dad Talks. And when you get angry, count to 10.
That's right.
And if that doesn't work, count farther.
Walk away.
Yeah. It doesn't walk away, then to get shot or killed or go to jail. Till next time, or fine. Next time, we'll see you on Mom and Dad Talk.